This is Congressman Frank Pallone. I wanted to thank all of you who are joining us this year for the Armenian Genocide commemoration and for continuing to make the issue of the Armenian Genocide a priority during these challenging times. And of course, today we honor the victims and the survivors of the Armenian Genocide on its 106th anniversary and acknowledge the perseverance of the Armenian people. As you know, the House of Representatives in the last session of Congress, both the House and the Senate passed resolutions with official congressional recognition of the Armenian Genocide. And, these were important. Many of us worked for, I'm going to say 20 years or more to try to get both the House and the Senate to recognize the Armenian Genocide. And we finally did accomplish it. So I say that because I want everybody to understand that with perseverance and a continued action, you can accomplish any goal, because many of us never thought that would happen, but in fact it did. We can't forget, obviously, the slaughter of millions of Armenians, but also Greeks and Assyrians and other religious minorities at the hands of the Ottoman Turks, which constituted the first genocide of the 20th century. But we also know that the concern about genocide continues, not only against Armenians, but in general. And certainly the war in Artsakh last November, which saw so many atrocities being committed by the Azeris and the Turks during their attacks on Artsakh, remind us that this isn't just something of the past. We have to worry about the inhumanity that was basically attacked or implemented, I should say, on the people of Artsakh in this war. We had an indiscriminate bombing campaign against Armenian civilians. We had the use of thousands of mercenaries. We had, and we continue to have, the continued use of captured Armenians as bargaining chips by both Azerbaijan and Turkey. And it's also obvious, if you listen to the comments that were made by the presidents, Aliyev and Erdogan, they're not subtle about their allusions to the Armenian genocide regarding Artsakh, nor have they tried to hide their intentions, which is to basically eliminate Armenians from the region of Artsakh or Karabakh. So I think the United States has to play a more crucial role here in putting an end to these aggressions and expansionist desires on the part of the Turks, and help the innocent civilians of Artsakh live on their land without the constant fear of attack. One of the concerns that I had was that under the previous administration, the United States had basically washed its hands in the region. And I think that was a major reason why the Turks and the Azeris felt that they could attack Artsakh. So to that end, our Congressional Caucus on Armenian Issues, which I founded and I still am involved in as one of the co-chairs, and it's bipartisan. We have been trying to persuade the Biden administration to basically re-engage in the Artsakh region. And we sent a letter with over 100 members of Congress urging the Biden administration to use every diplomatic tool available, including the threat of sanctions against Turkey and Azerbaijan, to halt these destabilizing efforts. And I've been in contact with several of the president's top advisors, urging to help release the Armenians that are currently being held by Azerbaijan and provide humanitarian and security assistance to both Armenia and Artsakh. Additionally, the Congressional Caucus on Armenian Issues recently circulated two other important letters that I wanted to mention. The first was one to the House Appropriations Committee's State and Foreign Operations Subcommittee, urging congressional action along the lines of what I just expressed. And then the second was a letter to President Biden, urging him to take the important step of directly and formalizing recognition of the Armenian genocide at the presidential level. Now, what we're trying to do with the Appropriations Committee is basically have them make a major appropriation for humanitarian assistance to Artsakh and Armenia, and also to stop prevent any kind of military assistance from going to Azerbaijan. So again, I think that we need to reignite, if you will, or strengthen, I should say, the U.S.-Armenian relationship with this new administration, and prevent the kind of human rights abuses that we've seen on the part of Turkey and Azerbaijan. And I think that, again, I'll go back to what I said before, was that the historic congressional recognition by both the House and the Senate of the Armenian Genocide is a indication that if we work together with the various Armenian groups, that we can finally hold Turkey accountable for its past crimes against humanity during the Armenian Genocide, and also to bolster Armenia's democracy during this difficult time and to protect Artsakh. So thank you again for keeping the issue alive of the Armenian Genocide in terms of making people understand that it occurred and that it shouldn't happen again, not only for the Armenians, but for any nation. Thank you again. This is Congressman Pallone.